Hello friends, welcome to Hike Branding YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to walk you through a real world automation solution. One of my clients needed to automatically create a contact and an opportunity in GoHighLevel whenever a form is submitted through JotForm. To solve this, I created an automation using n8n. So in this video, I will show you the complete process of how I built it step by step. So before diving, here is what you will learn from this video. First, how to create a lead capture form using JotForm. Second, how to set a webhook URL in JotForm that connects to n8n webhook trigger. Third, how to parse raw JSON data into usable objects in n8n. Fourth, how to use the GoHighLevel API to create a contact and an opportunity using n8n HTTP request node. Okay, so let's start. So first I will go to JotForm and create a lead capture form. Okay, so this is my JotForm account where I already logged in. Now to create a lead capture form, first click on this create button and then select this form. I will use a template, so I will click this use template. Now here I will search for lead capture form and hit enter. Now I will use this first one. Okay, so click on this and click on use template. So this is the lead capture form with some fields like full name, first name, last name, company name, email address and phone number. Okay, now next what I will do is I will go to n8n. So this is my n8n account. Okay, now here I will create a new workflow. So to create a new workflow, just click on create workflow, and in trigger step, trigger is the first step. So in trigger step I will select webhook, this webhook, and here I will select the post HTTP method, and then I will copy this URL and go to JotForm. Now in this form settings I will go to integration and here search for webhook and just paste the URL and click on complete integration and click on finish. Okay, so now whenever this form will be submitted, the whole response will be sent here in n8n trigger step. Okay, so let's click copy link of this form and open in a new tab. So this is my form. Okay, so here let's write my name, Hiren Patel, company name, email address, and in address I will use this one, and in city I will use New York, NY, and this will be zip code, and here I will use random phone number for testing purpose. Okay, now before submitting, let's come back to n8n and here click listen for test event. Okay, so now this is listening for test event. Now let's come back here and click on submit. So here you can see the form is submitted and redirected to the thank you page. Now if I come back to n8n, then here is the submission of the form. Okay, with all the headers and all the body. Okay, so here you will not see the name, address, phone number, email ID. All are received in this raw request object in JSON format. So further we can't use this directly. Okay, so first we need to convert this raw JSON into usable objects. Okay, so let's see how to convert this. So in next step, let's click on this plus icon and search for edit, and this is the action, edit field set. Okay, select this one and here in mode I will select JSON. Just remove this sample JSON from here and select this webhook trigger step from here in the drop down, and this is the raw request where all the data received. So let's drag this object here in this field. Okay, and let's click on execute step. So once the execution completed, now here you can see we get all the details like first name, last name, company name, email ID, address, field values, and phone number. Okay, so now we can use these objects further in further steps. Okay, so next what we will do is we will create a contact in GoHighLevel first. So here in n8n there is no GoHighLevel action. If you search GoHighLevel, then you will not found any action. Okay, I can, if I search for lead connector, then also there is no action. So directly this is not possible to create a contact in GoHighLevel. So we have to use the GoHighLevel API. Okay, and to use the API we will use HTTP node. Okay, so here search for HTTP request and select this one. Now from here we can send get request, post request, patch request, put request. Okay, so before sending any request from here, let's open the GoHighLevel API docs. Okay, so here search for GoHighLevel API. Okay, search for this, and I think this is the link. If you open this, then you will find the GoHighLevel API docs. Okay, here you can see. Now first I will create a contact, so I will expand this contact, and I will open this post v1/contacts. So this endpoint is for creating a contact. So here I will click on view more. Now this is the curl code sample for creating a contact in GoHighLevel. Okay, so we will use this as a reference. Okay, so let's copy this URL from here. Okay, this is a post request, so let's go to n8n, and in method first I will select post, and in URL I will paste the URL, and here you can see we need to send the authorization bearer token into header. So let's come here and enable this header, and in name I will just copy this authorization, and I will copy this bearer and paste here. In value we will also require the API key of GoHighLevel. Okay, so to get the API key, let's go to GoHighLevel and click on setting. Now open this business profile, and let's scroll below. Now here you can see this is the API key. Okay, let's click on this copy icon to copy the API key and go to n8n and paste here. Okay, and now next we will send body. Okay, so let's enable this body, and the type of the body will be JSON, and in name I will first use email, phone, first name, last name, name. Okay, so let's come here and type email. Now we need to map the value for this email. Okay, so in this set edit field step we get all the details. So this is the email, so let's drag this email into value field. Okay, and then add another parameter, and here I will write phone, and this is the phone, so drag it here. Next I will first name, so this is our first name, so drag it here, and next last name, drag last name from here. Now we will also add full name, so for full name just write name and just drag the first name, then give a space here, and then last name here. Okay, now next let's go to the documentation. So email, phone, first name, last name, name. Now let's copy this address 1, and I will map this address 1 with this field ADDR underscore line 1, and then I will add another parameter for city, and this is the city, so just map it. State, so this is the state, so just map it. We'll also use country here, but country is not in the response, so for now I am using a fixed value, that is US. Next is postal code, I think, yes. So just copy this and paste here, and let's drag this postal here. Next we will also use company name, so just copy this company name, paste here, and this is the company name, so just drag it here. So all the body are now set, so let's click on execute a step. So here you can see a contact has been created, and this is the ID of the contact. Now let's go to the GoHighLevel, click go back and go to contacts. Okay, so here you can see the contact has been created with the name Hiren Patel and the phone, email. Okay, so this is working fine. Now next what I will do is I will create an opportunity for the created contact. Okay, so to create an opportunity, first we need to find out in which pipeline and in which stage the opportunity should be created. So for this, let's go to GoHighLevel first and click on opportunities. Here you can see I have 3 pipelines created. Okay, so I will create inside this pipeline my leads. Okay, inside this pipeline I have 3 stages: new lead, appointment book, and converted. Okay, so I will create new opportunities inside new lead stage. Okay, but before going to create opportunity, first we required the ID of the pipeline, this pipeline, and the ID of this stage. Okay, so how to get IDs of pipeline and the stages? So if you go to the documentation, then here you can see this opportunity, sorry, this is the pipeline, and this there is one endpoint v1/pipeline. so if we use this endpoint, then we can fetch all the pipelines and its related stages. Okay, so let's copy the URL and go to n8n. Now I will duplicate this step. Okay, so let's right click here and click on duplicate, and let's connect this node here. Now double click on this. Here I will change this method to get, and let's replace this URL with the copied URL. Okay, next I will send the headers but not the body. Okay, so let's disable the body and click on execute a step. Now let's wait. Here you can see the all pipelines listed here with its stages. Okay, and this is the pipeline which we will use, my leads, and all its stages are here: new lead, appointment book, and converted. So this is the ID of the pipeline, and this is the stage ID. Okay, so in further step we will use this ID and this ID. Okay, so let's close this one and let's duplicate this node again, duplicate and connect here. Okay, double click. Now this time I will create an opportunity. Okay, so let's come back to the API docs, and here this is the opportunity. Just expand this, and this is the post request. Okay, click on view more. Now this is the URL which we need to copy, so just copy and go to n8n, just delete this and paste the URL. Now here in the URL you can see this is the pipeline ID which we need to put from the previous request. Okay, so just remove this static ID and click on expression. Now just here this is the HTTP request one step, and from here let's go below, and this is the ID of the pipeline, my leads. Okay, so just drag this one here. Okay, now next what I will do is I will go to the documentation. We need to pass the authorization token which is already passed. Okay, now in body we need to send some JSON data. Okay, so here I will send the title, so just write title here. Now inside title we will go to the first webhook trigger step. and from here I will get the name. Okay, so sorry, not webhook, just go to the edit fields, and this is the name of the user. Okay, so first name, so I will use first name here, and then I will use this Hiren's opportunity. Okay, and then next I will use status. Okay, so I will use add another parameter, and in a status I will use open. I will use another parameter here, and in a stage ID I will pass this ID. So just go to HTTP request 1, and from here go below. So this is the stage new lead, and this is the ID of the new lead stage. So just drag this ID from here and leave it here. Okay, now next we will also use this contact ID, because contact is already created, so we will not use email, phone, we will use contact ID instead. Okay, so just copy contact ID and click on new parameter, and here we need to pass the contact ID. So we will get the contact ID from this HTTP request. Okay, so this is the contact ID, just drag this here. Okay, now all set. Let's click on execute step. So you can see the success response is showing, it means the opportunity has been created. Let's go to the GoHighLevel, and let's reload the page to check the opportunity is created or not. So let me reload. Okay, so the opportunity is not showing here. Let me check what's the issue. Okay, let me go back here. So I think this one is correct. Okay, so there is one mistake here. I have used get method, but instead it should be post. Okay, now click execute. Now this time we get the success response, and now if we go to GoHighLevel and let's reload. Now here you can see the new opportunity has been created with the title Hiren's opportunity. If we open this opportunity, then here we get all the details of the primary contact. Okay, so this is how we can create a contact and an opportunity using n8n workflow using API of GoHighLevel. Okay, so thanks for watching this video. If you like this video, then hit on like button and please subscribe my channel.